Comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
Hello and welcome to Money on the Floor Currency Trader. Right now I'm looking at our website, Money on the Floor Currency Trader, and we had a couple changes in here. I just wanted to show them to you. It's always kind of nice to know when things change, I would think. There's the changes right there. Yep, sign up for the New York, London, and Asian session room, whichever one you like. They're all different. But we got, they're not all the same price either. You got the New York and the Asian session. Those are both $50 a piece. The London's going to be $100 for just the London alone. So you can either take one or the other, or all, or however you want to do it. But it's pretty simple. You just click right on it. Takes you right to the site. Right there, monthly room. This is for the New York, $50. You sign up. It's done. It's pretty cool. The only one that's going to be different is the London. The London's going to be $100. So that's where all the money's made. That's my favorite one. So that's the one. If you want to make money, this is the one. So here it is. This is the big change. I just wanted to make everybody known about it. Now we still have the template. Still got Robert hanging out. There he is. We still have it here that if you buy it for the $100, that you get 1 month of the trade room for 3 hours for the New York. And then after that, if you choose to move on, you can go ahead and purchase one of the other trade rooms that are still relatively inexpensive. Now, for probably the first 20 people out of this next group that get into the trade room, we're going to keep it at this price. Once we get more people, it's all going to go to $100, and the London will be $150. Then maybe we'll do a package deal if you buy all three at that time. But right now, this is the price. I'm trying to keep it lower. I think for the first 20, maybe 30 people, we'll keep it to that price. So hurry and get that price. That price will be for life. So if you stay in there as long as you want, or even if you exit and you want to come back later and try it, as long as I know that you were one of the first 20, and I have it down, that you'll still be able to get in for that price that you got in for now. So these two will be the 50 and the London will be the 100. But eventually that'll change. So right now I'm trying to keep it cheap enough that we can prove to everybody that it's worth being there, that's worth making money. I mean, $50 is nothing. So I plan on doing that 10 times over, so we'll go from there. But if you want to make money, the London's where it's at. So, and then you got the scalping system, you got all that. Thing's awesome. Let's take a look at that. Pull this down. There's the new scalping system, which has the trend line in it. It's pretty great. It's got the resistance arrows and support. Right here, we're hitting support. We bounced off. We went green here. We're green there. You could take it to the line, but once you break above the line, then it's free to go. From there, you would take it all the way up. Now that was a pretty good trade there, because if you would have got in, let's say you got in right about there, took it all the way up. What's that, about 13 pips? 15 pips? Yep, that's pretty good. 15 pips, you make me a lot of money. Make me about 100 to 150 bucks, easy. One trade. Boom. And then you got all these other trades. Almost every trade's good. Just the real tiny ones aren't, and then you're taking a small loss. Now for me, either I make 150 or I lose 45. Usually how it goes. Now you can use better money management, and in the first trade, go half the size you normally trade. For me, that would be about 22.50. I'd take a chance losing. But then once we get where break even, we set another trade. So then you take another chance. But me, I like just to go straight as big as I can get from the get-go. I'll take a chance at that 45, because if I can make 150 and lose 3 trades, I'm still even. So And I very rarely lose 3 trades. It does happen 1 or 2, but very rare 3. Usually this thing is usually just winners. So, and we're trading at the right times. We're trading the right directions. We're using the strength indication to tell us. We also got the I panel, which tells us right then and there where we're going. So that's the main thing. And then we got the EA that's putting in our stop loss, our take profit, our trailing stop, keeping us out of trouble. Half the time I'm talking and I made money, didn't even know it. The trailing stop will kick in, take me out at a certain point. I'll go, oh, my trade happened. What happened? Oh, I made $80. That's great. Very well was talking. So that's really good. And then we have this other template that I'm playing with that I showed you guys before and I gave it to you. It works really good. This is more of a, still could be a 15-minute chart. I think we got it right now on the 5-minute chart. Let me check. I always like to verify. No, 5-minute chart, yep. Now we can take this up to, let's take it to a 15. Now from here you can see, once you cross, once both are green, you would stay in that all the way until we got the red right there. Or we got the indication that the trend was done. Now you see here we got trend lines showing us that we're in a triangle, so it's pretty obvious we were at the top. So right in this consolidation period, I would have got out. Now there was no real trade down here, except for the fact that they were both red at that point. But at the end of the day, Friday, I don't know if I'd even be trading that. I was playing around with it, but look here. We had the trend change right here. Now and over here we had the, finally we had 2 of them the same color right there. If you would have got in there with a 10 pip stop loss, your stop loss is way up here. Trade this thing all the way down. That's a great trade. Man, I got to check that one out. Let's see, you got in there. Let's not push it too much. Let's see, you got out right about there. That's great. Look at that. 30 pips. Wow. Risking 10 to make 30. That's always good. And after that, you got another good trade. Now, this one here was going sideways. You see a lot of yellow, you stay out of there. You see a lot of yellow, you stay out of there. You wait till it's red for a few candles, and then you jump in. And what I look for is them to start to separate. When I see that separation, I know that's a great trade. So when I'm in here and I see this separation, I don't mind jumping back down to the simpler chart. And this here is the basic template one that we have, the first one we had out with, the template, which works really good, which is the same as the other one. It's just the other one just got a few more bells and whistles on it. That's all. Everything comes the same. The only difference is this one's longer, and then we have a trend line in there. But this is our first scalping template. Still works great. If you want a simple template that'll get in there and make you simple money, this is it. This you can even work off a 1-minute chart. It's great. I love this thing. Me and Robert are playing with it today with a 1-minute chart. And then you got the 2 trend line ones, works great. And then you got the more advanced, the longer term one. All this is this is the longer different settings, and we have the trend line. And basically, we're trading to the trend line. When I get this trade down below and it doesn't have the green with it, I'm only trading to the trend line because that tells me it's a mean trade. We're either going to bounce off or break through. At that time, we see the color change. It broke through. Let's see if we can find one where it just bounced off. Here we go. We trade down. Right? It's not great, not red down here. It's green. So that means you're going to trade this down. You're looking for the bounce up. And then you got the green, which we got the bounce. So you traded that back up. So you had 2 small trades that were very good. And then you would trade this one back down. And then boom, a color change. It broke through. It never stopped. Kept on going. I mean, it's nothing but money, you guys. It's very simple to trade it. There's very little hesitation. And when there is, it's just sticking to your game. Sticking to what we know. Listen to your oscillator. Listen to your arrows. Listen to where you're at. And when any doubt at all, close the trade. Take the small loss. It's always better a small loss than a big loss. That's what I was going over with Robert today. So there's a lot here to offer. And the thing is now we got the new trading sessions. So I'm hoping, since the other one was such a hit, the New York, I'm hoping these other ones will come on too. I'm trading them anyway, so I don't mind being there with you guys. I'm here to teach you everything I know. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's not just a trade room. It's a mentorship program. And I wouldn't say program. It's just a room where I tell you everything I know that keeps me profitable. And if you have any ideas or things that you like, we can look at that. It might be a great thing, something to add. So, I mean, I'm here to learn as a team. I want to make money and I want you guys to make money. That's what it's all about. And if we can't do that, what's the point of trading? We're here to take a small stop loss and take a chance with things in our favor of having 1, 2, 3, 4 things in our favor, enough room to go, maybe 5 things, 6 things. So we get a few things in our favor telling us, let's try that trade. We're just going to take a small stop loss to take that chance. And that's what it's all about, guys. I'm telling you. Small stops where it's at. This 5-minute chart, that's why I push it. It keeps me out of trouble. Before I would have a 30 pip stop and I would get myself in trouble. 1, 2 losses, and I was frustrated. I had to work a whole day just to come back from that. This, shoot, the next trade I get it all back and then some. I'm profitable. I can find a loser in here, but let's say you got in late and this was a loss. Then you won, you won, you won. I don't know. You wouldn't hear me crying. It's all timing. You got to get in at the right time. Green, green, you're going for it. That's a full-on trade all the way to the next arrow. Anytime you got green and green. When you don't have it, then you got a trade to the mean, which is this. You're trading back to the middle. This is the middle point. That's why it's here. It's not for any other reason. It's not to tell me a trend. The only thing it does tell me is when it's going uphill that we got an uptrend. It's going downhill, we got a downtrend. Other than that, the colors don't mean a whole lot to me. This down here, the oscillator, means a lot to me. These 2 arrows mean a lot to me. These lines, these trend lines, these are lines in the sand. If you sold this and this broke back in, that line means you close the trade. You're done. It's not doing what you want. You come back later. Even if you took a $10 loss, you get up in here, you take a trade again. What if it breaks to the top? Now you only have a $10 loss. So then the trade happens again, then you take it whichever way you want. It's going to go one way or the other. Nobody ever really knows. We like to think we can, but it's not possible. We're just here guessing. So anyway, guys, I'm excited about the new trading sessions. I hope to see you guys there. I know Robert is. So hopefully this will work out for everybody. And you know, if it's just the Asian session, it's $50. We'll trade in there 3 hours. Sometimes there's not a lot to do. We'll do more teaching in there than anything. But sometimes those yen trades just take off. So, like it says, I hope to see you there. Hope to see you in one of them. Anyway, have a great evening. We will talk to you again. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.